So, Sag, we're going to use this deck right here. Badass Tarot deck. That's literally what it's called. I'm at the point, Sag, it's been years now on the show that there's been a message that just continually comes, and I'm releasing all things for you for this, like, and I always do, but I'm just saying, like, I know Craig doesn't show me shuffling right now, but I'm shuffling this deck for you because so many Sages are just so triggered by these readings, and I'm just trying to let you know, like, it's about getting through whatever the issue is, and then, God, you have the best story ever told, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I'm putting no energy towards this. I'm literally clearing all the energy. Like, cutting the deck. What do we got? Three of Pentacles reversed. Your challenge here is the Five of Cups. Your overall is the Ten of Swords. And you got the Hermit. You got the crotchety card. Well, so much for that clearing. Fuck. Well, you got the Three Pentacles reversed. Doesn't feel like anything's really building constructively. It feels like maybe you're dealing with a partner that says they're going to do a lot of things, but they don't show up. That's usually what Three Pentacles reversed is. I hate to say it, it also is that maybe, and especially because it's inside, maybe you're thinking about somebody else, or maybe your partner is hiding somebody else they're talking to. We got a difficult situation here. We got the Five of Cups here as the challenge, and we got the bye bitch, right? We got Marilyn waving goodbye. Like, bye bitch, I'm over it. That's a challenge for you to even face, as I was saying at the beginning of this reading. And I think that that's a difficult thing for you to, like, let go of. It's like maybe you're having troubles letting go of an ex. Maybe you're having troubles letting go of the situation you're in, that it's just so tormented. I mean, this reminds me of, like, you know, the birds in Alfred Hitchcock's movie, you know, like, there's just, you know, it's like, here's Cupid arrows hitting you, and it's like, no, it's not what I want. It's too much. It's not. There's something about this. That's a card of repetitive patterns of being stuck in too much. And then the way through this is the Hermit. It's like, I think that maybe you do need to be a little crotchety, and you need to go kind of like get more in touch with yourself here and get back into your own space. Although that could be part of your issue, though, too, is that what you do, but you continue to do all these other stupid things on top. We're going to need a lot of clarity. Especially, this is a new moon in your fourth house. This is going to get very emotional and weird and slippery. And now this is going to be the first time the new moon, and I haven't said this yet even on any astrology thing yet. This is the first time the new moon is going to happen in Pisces with Neptune in the last decan. So welcome to your slipperiest emotions yet. All right, what's going on here? Three of Pentacles reversed. You have the Seven of Wands. I mean, I think that what you need is that ultimate, like, all in, gonna fight for till the death to the ultimate highest position. But it feels like either it's North Node Mars. Like, I mean, that's what we're in right now. And that's in your seventh house. There's too much scattered about energy. Why is that? Eight of Wands. Okay. Either you are like totally ready. You see somebody and you're in a very confusing situation. You see where the valor is. You see where the arrows of love are taking you. But, oh, what about the other person? I'm calling it out how it is. Or that's happening to you right now and you know it, and you're sitting here watching this and your partner's out there fucking doing weird shit and you're like, what the fuck? Or the person you're dating. Just being honest. Pull the Ten of Cups reverse with the Ten of Swords. I mean, this is the problem, is that you can't let go of the same pattern that it's the false illusionary beautiful story. It's not really the beautiful love story. Why is that? Ace of Cups reverse. It's not emotionally fulfilling at all. It's like empty. Get the 6th house. I mean, oh man, that's a boring. You have to, well, how hamster wheel is your love life? It's time to break out of the cage. It's time for this hamster to get on a fucking rocket ship. You know, because this is just staying in a place that's nothing's happening. It's the routine of nothing being created. It's the routine of questioning whether or not in yourself, when you look at other people or they're looking at other people, it's like, this is just too much. That's not a life to live. It's not healthy. It affects your health. It affects your health now. If you get sick this week or you're having a health issue or whatever, it's due to this situation. I know that's hard to hear, but you know, I'm even shuffling this one for you all. Well, you pulled the air energy. I mean, that's definitely trying to clear the air, but it's like communication and, more importantly, being clear. I think that it's about being clear. There's way too many drowning emotions here that's a challenge, and fear-based emotions, and this kind of like inside not knowing how to communicate what you're really feeling. I'm seeing, bye, later. Like either you're just like running amok later when maybe you need to calm down. Like you're a single person just like, fuck you to everybody, I'm doing my own thing. And like, but you know you need to be a partnership, or you're in a partnership where you're too afraid to say bye and be clear on it. Like, there's a lot of instability here. There's only stability in the fucking like most worst places. And that's part of the issue. The shadow card that we got here, obsessed. I think that, you're either dealing with the person, and part of it is your partner's obsessed, or you're obsessed, or you're obsessed with things being empty and the chase for trying to find the ultimate thing that it will eventually happen, even though Ten of Swords just keeps repeating the same story, and you kind of like can continue to be obsessed with the same story repeating. You got a 6th house repeating with a 10 of Swords. I'll cross both those. What's going on here? Just 5 of Wands. There's no effort to change that. If you're in a relationship, 3 of Pentacles. Wow, how funny. It's like, that's what you got as your first card of this whole thing is reversed. And if you're in a relationship, it's like, you gotta like Mars and Capricorn this shit. Like, is this thing really going anywhere and actually building something or not? Because it's showing it's not. And the question is like, can it build something, or is that just going to be hamster wheel? And for singles, the Wheel of Fortune, bam, roll the dice. The universe for singles out there is definitely showing some fortune out there. Not bad for the relationship thing. You might be able to turn this thing around, but I got a big question for the relationship ones out there. Is it just going to be simple and boring? And yeah, 7 of Swords in reversed. It's like, oh, all you did was clear all the lies, deceit, and cheating and weird shit that has gone on. That's it. That's what you built back. Is we got trust again, but that's a lot to still move forward with. Courage. Well, I think that if there's any Ganesha card to show up, I don't think this card has ever shown up in any of the 2 years plus we've been doing 2 years of doing this readings on the show. This card has never shown up. And Ganesha is got the courage to be clear, to say bye, to get into a rhythm that actually is healthy. And there's a lot of fortune out there for you once you're in that single position. And whatever you're building is based upon a lot of like deceit and mistrust and stuff that you got to get cleared out. And then once you're there, how much effort are you willing to put in after you clear and go through that shit already? Fuck. Those are good questions to ask. You got 7th house Aries with Neptune. Well, this is the delusion of the identity of the relationship having to come to its full grip and circle, and have the courage to define relationships by understanding the subconscious and what's godly and what's not. Is this a godly relationship? And do you have the courage to be honest about that? Or are you going to lie and deceive yourself into identifying this as a godly relationship with a lot of deceit? Whew.
The lies and the deceitfulness. Is that, whoa, geez, Cameron.
What you got to say about that?
Cameras are just shaking and moving and grooving. Let's get back into frame. See, sometimes we get a little rattled. Maybe it's time that you actually step out and rattle yourself. Rattle that relationship a bit. You know? Feel like you're single again, even if you're not. And I'm not saying go out, and cheat on this individual, but maybe just pizzazz it up. We'll use that word, pizzazz. Throw a little spark, a little stick of dynamite into that relationship and blow that shit back into happiness. Maybe you need to be seductive. There's all sorts of little steps that we can take to kind of change our perspective or change our partner's perspective and change the will of the relationship. If it's headed in the wrong direction, we can change it if we want to. And that's got to take two. It takes two to tango. It takes two to be that ultimate happiness when it comes to relationships. And it takes that one to have that ultimate happiness when it comes to ourselves. So what is it that we can change about this daily routine, about our daily life? Maybe there's that stagnant place of unhappiness that we're getting stuck in, that we're feeling just not fulfilled at all. But we have to be able to pinpoint that and pop it, take a little
like
dry
a zit.
needling. Like a zit. Like a donut, like my herniated disc that I got fixed last December.
Did you say like a donut?
Yeah, like a donut, like in Animal House,